This is a topic that I know a lot of people, it's on a lot of people's minds. It is an abomination that I have found worse than new SpongeBob. It is one of the worst shows ever. Something that's supposed to be a follow-up and makes like The Hangover Part 2 and 3 look like freaking masterpieces. Some so bad. It's something that gives Batman and Robin a run for their money. The movie Batman and Robin. But let's take you back to the beginning. The original Teen Titans show, I absolutely loved. It ran alongside the Justice League cartoon, which kicked ass. And, you know, as a kid, I was always more of a DC fan. Yeah, I got the Batman shirt. Then a Marvel fan, because, well, you know, the DC characters were always more interesting. Marvel, I never really got into Marvel until, like, when the first Spider-Man movie came out back in 2002. But always DC, and Teen Titans was one of my favorite shows. The original Teen Titans show was fantastic. The action was great, the animation spectacular, and the comedy, they really nailed it. I really like the comedic anime side to the show. It was some fresh and a nice break from like the entire serious tones of like Justice League. But, you know, it still had action to, you know, balance it out. Although, just like Justice League, Teen Titans was unfortunately canceled, you know, in its prime. I was pissed off. And 7 years later, Teen Titans got another show. And you know what I think of it? It fucking sucks. Now, I was going to do a top 20 worst episodes list for it, but really, I would just be talking about the entire series, so, you know what, I'll just ramble on. So, let me get a few things out of the way. Number one, I hate it that this Teen Titans Go, that it replaced Young Justice, which was such a kick-ass show. It was what got me back into, you know, DC cartoons since, you know, like in between, you know, 06 and 2010, all there was just Batman the Brave and the Bold, which was okay, but it was a bit campy. I wanted back to the more very serious, you know, kind of dark DC cartoon, and, you know, it was Young Justice, and even with Green Lantern the animated series. You want to know why people liked it? The writing was great, and it was certainly better than that shitty movie. Fucking Ryan Reynolds. And they're even making a sequel for that, which is just a bridge it with Justice League. Which, you know what? Whatever. But, you know, Young Justice was great, and then, you know, because Cartoon Network's retarded, they decided to put DC Nation, the block that had Young Justice and Green Lantern since, like, the beginning of 2012. You know, they kept it off for whatever freaking reason, just so they could put dragons on, you know, How to Train Your Dragon, which should be on Nickelodeon since, well, DreamWorks is a Viacom company. I mean, really, why? Just why? And just, as well. And then when it finally returned, we hear news that, excuse me, didn't see that coming, that Young Justice and Green Lantern will not be renewed for third season for Young Justice and second season for Green Lantern. I was pissed off, and then they announced, oh, we're gonna get Teen Titans and Beware the Batman. Okay, I'll say this. Beware the Batman is a great cartoon, but there is no marketing for it. There is absolutely no marketing. I have only seen 2 commercials ever since it came on for Beware the Batman. Teen Titans Go, I see so many advertisements. It's really, you see Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans Go, Teen Titans Go, Johnny Test, Adventure Time, everything! Except Beware the Batman. They never did that with Young Justice. I don't remember seeing Ever since DC Nation came on, I don't remember seeing one freaking commercial for Young Justice or Green Lantern. I mean, after, they premiered on DC Nation, I don't remember seeing, hey, guess what? There's a new Green Lantern episode. You should watch it in the morning. No! There's nothing like that! And last part, Teen Titans Go TVPG. TVPG. Are you fucking kidding me? Young Justice and Green Lantern were TVPG. That makes sense. They are, violent, dark. But the original Teen Titans show, that was Y7. If you ask me, the original show should have been PG. This is Y7 bullshit. I don't know why Cartoon Network does all this PG. Just because you have some PG doesn't mean it's badass, Cartoon Network. Okay? I mean, really, whatever happened to Y7? You know what, why didn't you give Courage the Cowardly Dog a PG rating? I mean, that shit's scary. Y7, that wasn't Y7, that was more PG. Ugh. Still a great show. But anyway, on to Teen Titans Go. What a middle finger it is to the franchise. Not just the original cartoon, the entire Teen Titans franchise. And it is utter bullshit how anyone likes this and just... My God, and Cartoon Network then renews it for a second season. And there's also something I noticed. They don't just air Teen Titans Go on DC Nation on Saturday. Also on Tuesdays. Why doesn't Beware the Batman get that? Answer that, Cartoon Network. Why do I only... How come Saturday is the only time when I can watch Beware the Batman on my television? Just why? And the same goes for, like, Young Justice and Green Lantern, back, like, a year ago. I mean, just why? Why? Man. Now, let's talk about the show itself. The animation looks like shit. My God, what is with this animation? I mean, look at it. And now look at the old Teen Titans show. Which one looks more badass, or looks more deserving to deserve a TV PG rating? Second one. But just, man, this show, it's a train wreck, and I'm surprised that there are actually people who like this. Okay, if you like this show, tell me in the comments below why you like this show. I don't want to see anything calling me a dumbass or a fucktard or anything. Because if you do, you'll get your ass blocked, and your comment will then get removed. So, on to Teen Titans Go. The comedy, it's just absolutely terrible. Just the comedy absolutely appeals to the lowest demographic. Just there's like poop jokes and burp, not bar. And it's just, wow, everything just falls flat on its face. It's like, what were they thinking? Did they think kids are this stupid? It's like, oh, look at me, I'm jiggling keys. Laugh, laugh, kids, laugh, 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 laugh. It's that kind of humor. And it's crappy ass, lazy, shitty, just poorly done, no thought put into it whatsoever, just terrible. You do not have comedy like that. Ever. If I was to say who is my least favorite character from the show, I have to go with, like, Beast Boy and Robin. Those two characters, those are the worst. Beast Boy is such a dick. He is such a dick. There was one episode where he was just a gorilla the whole time. He's like, I'm not gonna listen to you, Robin. I'm a gorilla. I don't need to listen to you. What? What? And then Beast Boy ends up being leader of the Teen Titans, and Robin learns how to, get back, his rightful leadership position. What was that supposed to accomplish? Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're in a jungle, do you have to stand up to gorillas? Does Beast Boy Gorilla represent a bully? Because not really, because it just doesn't make any sense. Ugh, it makes no sense at all whatsoever. And then there was another one where he's pranking Starfire, and he pretends he dies, and then Starfire and the rest of the gang get him back, and make him think he's actually dead. Raven puts a spell on him, and then he goes running to a volcano to go through it, and he actually does. And then while the Titans, they go and try to save him, and going up the volcano mountain, all four end up dying and resurrected as ghosts. And then, when they get to the top and see Beast Boy, Beast Boy's not like, oh shit, you guys died? Oh man, this was supposed to be a prank, but oh man, I'm sorry guys, I didn't know I went too far. No, you wanna know what we get instead? Ha ha! You guys fooled for it! You guys are so fucking dumb! Are you serious? Great thing to teach kids. Great thing to teach kids, Cartoon Network. What the fuck? I hope Beast Boy fucking dies. And luckily, he slips and lands in the volcano, dying. While I am happy about that, the rest is shit. Yeah, the only good thing about that was Beast Boy dying for being a dumbass. Ugh. Now with Robin just acts like a dick. He's not like old Robin where, he puts himself, he puts his life on the line before his team. He doesn't want, anything terrible to happen. He doesn't want to die. No, it's like, I am your dictator. I am Adolf Hitler. Bow to me, bitches. You will notice that in a ton of these episodes, okay? Cyborg, he's not badass. He's not badass. Starfire and Raven, man, they look ugly now. They look terrible. Just, ugh. This animation really doesn't do it for them. And they have Silky, who, I'll be honest, the Flash animation, which is the animation style they use, makes him look kinda cute and adorable. Except that's not the case with the rest of the show, we all know. Okay. I will say that the only good thing about this show is that the original voice actors are back. But, you know what? Just because you have certain voice actors doesn't mean it's gonna be good. Really, never mind. Moving on. So, just, this show is garbage. It's absolute garbage. Oh yeah, by the way, I really don't like Raven being a brony. Why is she a brony? That is not the Raven character. I mean, really, she's, kind of gothic. She has to hold back her emotions. Yes, in the old show, sometimes she didn't hold back her emotions, and sometimes she really needed to let them out, but this, what is this? What? Why is she a brony? And then, at the end of that episode, which was the pilot episode, great way to start off your show, dipshits. Robin's also a brony. So overall, this show makes me want to stab the creators in their throats. And here's something about the creators. They had never watched the original show. Just, why would you create a show from a franchise that you don't know anything about? Just, why? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's not like, two guys opening up a bar and have no bar experience. It's a bar. It's nothing. I mean, really, you can have anything because bars have no limits, I guess. But with something like Teen Titans, an established franchise with established characters, that have character to begin with, you can't just change crap like that. You can't make it an entire comedy. You can't just, I mean, really, if you're going to make it a comedy, at least make it funny. I mean, take notice of the new Teen Titans shorts, ones that are actually called the new Teen Titans. Those are funny because they're only a minute long. We don't need to see it for a half an hour because it's not funny. It's not funny. Just everything about this pisses me off. It does not belong in the air. It does not belong to even claim a spot on Cartoon Network or any just DC cartoons in general. And it has shown so much of how shitty Cartoon Network is with their shows. They're not like, I mean, is DC really controlling much of this? Because, well, if they were, would this show have been made? No, we would have had a follow-up, and maybe also have DC Nation expanded from 1 hour to 2 hours. Because really, an hour block, what the fuck? Makes no sense. So overall, this show makes no sense. It does not deserve to exist. It does not deserve to... It does not deserve anything. It should be canceled. If I was the CEO of Cartoon Network, I would cancel that, and I would fire all the dipshits that were involved in this. And yes, even the voice actors. You know why? Because they got themselves into that shit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go scrub myself after this. And what kid is gonna get a 2001 A Space Odyssey reference anyway? I mean, seriously.